Hello and welcome back to KD's Business Tips. Michael Lapede here, going to talk to you about managing growth-related costs for your small business. As you grow, as you scale, there's going to be costs associated with that growth and scaling. You have to be able to manage that growth, manage those costs. So growth is exciting, but it's also very expensive, as we know. More sales, more customers, more opportunities. Well, we all want to achieve in our businesses usually, but it's a fact that many businesses, as they grow and scale like that, experience cash flow problems during those periods. And it goes into some of our other video series of projecting ahead and knowing your cash flow, of course, right? That'll help. And you're typically, though, you're not prepared unless you've projected ahead of what those extra costs might be. So we're going to talk about how to manage those growth-related costs so your business can be prepared and hopefully grow. The word is sustainably. Growth costs money. Yes, there is an increase in revenue, of course, but there's also increase in expenses. So as your revenue increases, most cases, the expenses are going to increase. Every business is different. Some, the expenses increase dramatically. Some are more stationary, called fixed expenses, and those wouldn't grow as much, right? Like your office rent, if you stayed in the same office but grew your sales, that wouldn't grow. But maybe if you have salespeople, you're paying commission, you got more sales, well, that cost is going to grow. Or maybe you collect credit card payments and your merchant fees are going to grow, or whatever it may be, right? So additional costs can be all kinds of things we're mentioning. So one of the biggest ones is hiring people. As you grow, you got to make sure your staffing supports the growth. Because you want to make sure your customer service, your customer experience is in alignment with your mission and vision and what you want to produce for your customers. So making sure that you have the right people and the right amount of people is key. You might need equipment, technology. That's also important, right? Maybe you need bigger space for the business. Maybe you need to invest more in marketing. That's how you're getting the new business. Maybe, again, new technologies as we mentioned, or other growth-related costs. You're going to have to deal with those things. And the key is to plan and know, right, as much as you can. There's going to be unknowns, but plan as much as you can. Remember that growth is an investment, right? So it requires proper planning, but also remember as you're planning for it, oh, it's an investment that I'm making. So all these extra expenses are an investment for the future. And as I said before, forecast before expanding. I think I said it 3 times in this video. Make sure you have a proper financial plan in place before you expand. Get help if you need it. As with all major business decisions, you must look at all angles and scenarios as you can related to cost before they become a problem, right? So creating that growth budget and that growth forecast like we're talking about, so we prepare so that we don't end up having, these major unknowns. There's always going to be small unknowns, and that's okay. But if you have major unknowns and it puts you out of business because you tried to grow, that could be a major detriment to your life. Be intentional, be strategic in what you do and why you're growing and in your hiring and all that. Make use of the technology and automation where possible and make it cost effective. Before hiring, maybe consider software solutions that can handle some of the workload. Now with AI, a lot of people are pre-programming AI to do certain things, so depending what it is. Monitor your profit margins regularly, very important. Make sure you're not just focused on increasing revenue, but that you're making profit, because you can increase all the revenue you want, but if your bottom line, you're not making anything, it's all irrelevant. You're just running around spinning your wheels more, right? Have a cash reserve for growth. We always talk about this. It's inevitable that unexpected costs will come up, so try to have that reserve. And having that cash reserve will provide flexibility, help your business navigate the challenges without relying on any emergency financing or real bad, even going out of business. Lastly, work with your accountants and your financial advisors. Always, 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 when you're about to grow, work with your advisors, your key advisory team. As you grow your business, your financials will become more complex, let's be honest. So you need to seek help from those professionals. And it's an exciting thing. Growing your business is very exciting, let's be honest. And it's a success for your business potentially, but only if it's managed properly and carefully. Got any comments? Post below. We would love to hear from you. Subscribe if you haven't to, and we'll see you in our next video.